Hello and welcome to my RTSL game versus Hikam Van Borm, who I will be facing as the USA in my, second to last, if I recall correctly, RTSL game of current season. So, let's jump into it with this beautiful hand with Marshall Plan ready. Do I prefer free in France or free in Italy? Probably free in France. I don't really like free in Italy lately. Uh, yeah, let's do it. Also, this is a little bit more tricky because this one doesn't really suggest Marshall this much. I mean, it does a little bit, but it could be the factors as well. So, let him figure that out for himself. And well, really nothing to complain about so far except for the CIA, which is just a little obstacle, but nothing really bad. Socialists. Yuck. Well, okay, Marshall makes it a little bit less painful. Do I, do I take Greece in response? Probably not. Probably no need to. So he takes 2 out of Italy and 1 from France, and then what? Or maybe it was Germany. Do you take or do you coup? Big question. He will have to answer soon. I hope he doesn't have duck. That would make it a lot easier for him to manage this situation. Hmm. Socialists are the reason for which maybe I should have went for free in Italy instead of free in France, but it's still not obvious if he can get Italy, especially with my hand being so strong. It is questionable whether he has a4 up. The only free one would be Perch. If he has a free up, he can either risk a coup or he can take Italy and risk my coup. Okay, he takes Italy, I suppose. Yeah, so I guess I will coup that. This is probably my only chance. Yeah. I guess I will coup anyway. Not much I can do. Yay, it worked. Okay. He doesn't seem to be mm, that full of ops, so I'm glad. Whoa, that's seriously unlucky. Now entering Pakistan is basically a must. Taking West Germany as well, and entering Malaysia as well. The question is, do I use US, Japan, and do something else in addition to that, or are those three things enough? Do I even want to take Pakistan? Maybe I should enter Lebanon as well. Well, I don't have mill-ups. I mean, I have mill-ups, so I don't need to get more mill-ups. So I don't necessarily want to provoke the Lebanon coup. I could also enter Iraq. That will grant me some more stability in the Middle East, and also it will not make me cry if he takes me out of Israel with Suez. You still have to take Syria first, but I don't think I want to wait for that. Yeah. So no, I'm not going. Oh yeah, makes sense. I guess it's time to take Thailand, or at least enter it. I want to have a small card ready to integrate Defcon once more if he doesn't do it. They want to enter India, I think, overtaking Pakistan, because in the Pakistani war. So I guess I will give him Comic-Con. To enter Thailand, Pakistan, and India. Like, of course, I could go for Pakistan and Thailand to get immediate Asia domination, but I don't think he would risk going to space if he had Asia in hand. So I will just do that, which is probably the safest way to approach Asia domination without taking the risk of losing it to Indo-Pakistan war. Romania. Whatever. To Syria. This is fine. I think I will just take Thailand and go to Lebanon, I guess. Because theoretically he could still have Middle East scoring, right? So I guess this is the correct way. Because first he entered Italy, then he cooled Iran, then he spaced, then he grabbed presidency in the Middle East. Yeah, so there is nothing really, um, really pointing to the fact that he doesn't have Middle East. He could as well just have it in hand. So taking Lebanon seems reasonable here. Yeah, he cools it immediately. Oh, that's not a good roll. That's also not a good roll. Evented blockade. Yeah, take my distal away. You cruel monster. And the question is what now? So if I want to protect Thailand, I should probably coup Iraq. Couing Lebanon grants me Middle Eastern domination. I could also take Jordan and overprotect Thailand, but it's still very vulnerable to Vietnam or Decal. But if I coup Iraq, it's very vulnerable to Vietnam or Decal anyway. Mm. Queen with CIA was risky. Maybe I should have coup with 5-year plan and now have the CIA to coup Iraq. No, that doesn't make a difference because then Thailand is still in danger. Yeah. I guess I would. Oh, that doesn't even grant me domination. That's true. Uh, so I guess I don't care about the Middle East now. If I leave DevCon at high level, at least I will be able to cool Lebanon anyway. And now I can enter Egypt or India, but I can also break North Korea, and that's a huge payoff if it works. What are the chances? I will draw, what, 8 cards, and I will. And that's like. Not. That's like more than one third. Um. One third. That gives me 4 VP, so that's like a VP. Okay, so this is a pretty good play on average. It's a decent one. It grants me access to North Korea even if I lose South Korea one at some point. Going to Egypt looks very good as well. Maybe I will just play it carefully and go to Egypt and Thailand, I think. Okay. Whoa. If I get purged, I have only 1-ups at my disposal. I'm not really a fan of this hand. Fidel is quite annoying since CIA is gone. Captured Nazis are a good headline, so I just go for captured Nazis. All the 1-ups won't be that bad if I can turn them into Lebanon coups. Oh, that's good. He hoped for defectors, I guess. Or he knows that he can't really get anything done in Europe regardless of the headline, so that's great. So now I expect him to coup Thailand, probably with the China card. And if he fails, then I'm in a great spot. Then I just coup Lebanon with Formosan or Truman, and I'm having fun in the Middle East. And if I manage to roll well enough, then well, I guess I am scoring the domination there. If he coups Thailand and takes it with China, I guess I don't have enough ops to respond to it in any way. So I can just as well coup Lebanon. Of course, if he allows me to enter Thailand, I will. But if he grabs domination there immediately after the coup, then I guess I don't have much to say in Thailand anymore. Truman probably is not a card that I need to hold. Fidel is spaceable, but also maybe I want to event it. It kind of depends on whether he has decal, because he may have decal and maybe he was just scared of defectors, so he headlined Europe in hopes that I would headline defectors. And if he has decal and he enters the third world battlegrounds without my help, then I guess I don't need to give him Cuba as well, because CIA would kill him anyway. Duck and cover. Okay, so he could Iran? Okay, that's a bad coup. I mean, not good enough in terms of results. Not that it was a bad decision by him. It helped him protect Lebanon, so it's not completely useless, but it's definitely not as good as he hoped it would be. Unfortunately, I have only two ops, so I can't enter Angola, Laos, or Indonesia. So if he has decal, he just grabs everything. Like he goes Angola, Nigeria, Laos, and Indonesia, or something like that. Not much I can do about it, but there is always a chance. Yeah, he had it. Okay, he chose Thailand over Nigeria. Interesting. Let's regain domination, I guess. I would of course love to event in the Pakistani war, but I would also love to take Jordan and Libya and drop Middle East, so I am clearly not rich enough to achieve even most of my goals here. Something will have to go. If he enters Burma now and equalizes Asia this way, I'm not sure what to do. Well, if he had Asia, would he... No, he probably would still headline Europe. Okay, he threatens India. Do I want to allow him to grab India? I think I do, actually. If he took Vietnam, I'm not taking Philippines in response. I guess I will... No, not that. I guess I will just grab Jordan to try getting Middle East domination. And if he now enters India, I can use in the Pakistani war then, and that gives me a huge potential value if I win the war, and in the worst case scenario I get to get my Milops at least. So this is fine. I'm glad blockade is gone, since I like my West Germany. Oh, let's go for it. Well, not this time. Special will boost France against Suez, so that's a nice little gift to get. Probably South Korea. Yeah, let's drop Middle East. And Korean war to South Korea. Because he clearly doesn't have Asia. Yeah, Korean war to South Korea. Cool. What to do with Truman now? Going to Libya gives him a better coup target than Iran. It's still worse than Panama though. I could take Philippines, but that doesn't equalize Asia. I could go to Algeria, maybe? Or I can just overprotect Panama, honestly. I could go to Costa Rica as well. Maybe I will just overprotect Panama. Looks better. Yeah. Jesus, that's a very strong hand again. Okay, so I have defectors, but he knows I have defectors. I have Perch, and he knows I have Perch. I have Asia, which he also knows. And that's it. He has containment, NATO, Vietnam, Suez, Warsaw, and UN intervention. Um, Curious. Alright. All my redraws are actually like crazy good. Um, Purge is a clear headline here, so I'll just go for it. Suez doesn't hurt me much. Unless he has Europe scoring, he's willing to drop, but then I get a free coup on Angola, so I will take that. That's for sure. Asia will not be dominated by him, that's also for sure. It will probably not be dominated by me either, but I can easily take... Yeah, that's fine. I can easily take Japan with US-Japan in hand. Let's go Angola with the factors. That's... Well, everything would have been good enough, so I'm not even saying that. He will probably give me NATO. So, oh wait, he has UN intervention, so he will probably not give me NATO actually. Okay. It's not even obvious if he can get military operation points this turn. It is because all of the wars were gone. And he has only one card I don't know. So I expect to get +2 from that. Um, yeah, that's reasonable. I will... Probably I could take Japan and Zaire. Nothing better to do. I'm not going to take UK yet, at least, because I'm not going to suggest that I have special in hand, since that may discourage him from playing NATO. Vietnam revolts. Not a problem. Drop Asia. Oh, he had Korean War. Alright, so no VPs from me, and he gets to... Cool. Yeah, let's take the obvious stuff, I guess. Or I can. Hmm. He doesn't have me list scoring, so I guess I could start by spacing this time because I'm not holding that. I'm holding Nasser. Um, so let's go to space first. And let's see if he decides to. Oh! Maybe that's my bad. Maybe I should have. Ooh, because I'm going to get containment on my last AR, so maybe I should space Nasser anyway. That's an interesting thought. Hmm. Okay, he gives me NATO. So I will. I guess I will go for that. And on my last AR, after he gives me containment, I will space Nasser. I could also give him Nasser, but I probably want to play around Middle East domination another time. Why not? And also spacing Nasser is good itself, since I can get the bonus VPs from the space track, so it's not that important for me now to make Sadat a good card. Okay, he does that. Now Nasser goes to space. Wow. Seriously, tremendous luck so far. And no gunmen inside, and puppets inside. Inside. No ops. Almost no ops. However, I have special, so I can boost France and then turn the goal into ops. Voice is powerful, but my situation is so stable that I don't even have necessarily uh, good targets for voice. I could go for puppet governments and kind of try to bait him to cool South America, and even if he succeeds, I can kind of take him out with voice. I could, of course, headline special, but then socialist governments make me sad. So I don't think I want to do it. Because all my good events are either distractible by socialists or are access cards, which are, well, not not risk-free because he may just coup them. Well, okay, I don't think I care that much because I have voice as my insurance policy, let's say, so I will just go for puppets and I think that should be enough. South African unrest, alright. Yeah, let's go for Chile, Nigeria, and Venezuela. Or, well, I have. Hmm, maybe I don't even need to risk going to Venezuela since I have Panama Canal. I could threaten Cuba by going to Haiti. So I could do something like that and then start. If he could like Zaire or something, I can start by realigning. I think that's a better idea. In the worst case scenario, if I need more ops, I can spend the China card, I guess. Truman. Right, so I guess he's going with that. So he's going probably for an African battleground. Unless he could actually go for Haiti as well, that's not that obvious. He went for Angola. Um, Interesting. I think I realigned since I got a chance. Good. Good enough. Now he can cook Haiti in response, and if he takes time and effort to go through that, I don't really care. I can kick him out from South Africa and Angola by using voice. Um, could take him out of Indonesia with that as well. So I am pretty chill about him trying to go back into Cuba with Cuban Missile Crisis Crew. That's, oh yeah, sure. You do you, buddy. Let's get him out of here. Voice is, by the way, another great card to draw on turn 4 as USA. It's well, it's insanely powerful, so another instance of good luck. He probably has not much to do in this situation. He should just take Cuba, I guess. Unless he has decall, that would be a tragedy, but I guess if he had a decall, he would have played it by now. Or, well, maybe he's thinking about where to place his decall influence. Muslim, okay. So that's Cuba, I guess. And Israel makes sense. What's event special? I'm not hurrying with Panama and OAS because if he had South America, he could have dropped it at any point anyway. Space colonial, alright. Now he rolls a6. Well, he rolled a6 in Haiti too, but that didn't matter much. Let's retake what's mine. I guess I will use Panama, spread with the goal, and use OAS as my AR7. Well, I'm not sure if I have any good use for OAS. I may just use the China card. Whoa, UN, really? Okay. If he realigns me out of there, then I guess I will have some good use for it. And he may try realigning me from Venezuela as well now, so I will gladly set up the bait, because if he uses a free op to realign me out of Venezuela, to which I can just get back with OAS, then that's very good for me. He takes away my China card, which is fine. Let's spread. Then Quag becomes a problem. Do I care? Nah, I'm not doing that. Come on, that's silly. And I still need to get Millops. Do I just cool with OAS because I don't need it, and then I use the gold to take Brazil and Venezuela? Looks like it. I could start. Well, he won't quagmire me on AR7, right? Okay. If he wants to take France now, I'm afraid he can. Nuclear subs, that's utterly useless, but it's useless only because my situation is so good. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm letting that pass for now. Losing to Europe control would be a tragedy, but hopefully I can win before that happens. That's a terrible hand, and true to my promises, I draw the lone gunman. Not the most fortunate of draws. Southeast Asia. Can I win? Hmm. Not necessarily. However, if he plays the China card, then Nixon may serve as 2 VP's card. UN and OPEC grant him VPs, but I can space those, and Che is almost a free one. So that's not a problem. However, I don't know if I want to wait with that. I'm not headlining Southeast Asia because ABM destroys it, Decal destroys it, Brushworth destroys it if he hits Thailand. So I think I may just go for Nixon and get back my China card. And if I win this turn, then I guess that happens by spacing. Unfortunately, it's Brushworth. Yeah, that would have granted him Thailand if he tried it. So that's kind of a reason for me not going for Southeast Asia. That's not playable. So that's playable, that's playable, and that's playable. Olympic Games to Angola. That makes sense, of course. Okay, let's be careful. Okay, I'm trying to keep Africa under my control, that's for sure. So I think I may start by giving him champ, because I'm about to enter some non-battlegrounds, so let him coup Costa Rica and be done with it. So I'm taking Venezuela over protecting Zaire and probably entering Sudan. That seems to be the most reasonable option. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. Oh, he thinks whether he wants to coup Costa Rica? Whoa. Alright, that's something. Yeah, let's do what I said I would. He can't afford letting me score Asia domination, so I suspect we will fight for some time in Africa. Arab-Israeli war? Cool. Damn it. My chances are 1 in 3. That's bad. What about that? Then I'm surely not spacing both U2 and OPEC, but I don't have to be so greedy to play for the win this turn necessarily. I still have some gas in my tank to play longer. If Kennedy doesn't come to a rescue, I will have to give him Allende. Whoa, interesting. Does he have? Oh no! Oh no 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 no! He can afford doing that now because that wouldn't end the game on the spot because I gave him the U2 point. So now I guess I'm scoring Southeast Asia, and now he can't afford giving me Africa domination anymore. So now he goes to Asia back, I guess. No, he wants Willy Brandt, which serves the same purpose. I will retake West Germany and enter Argentina. Because if I'm going to give him Allende, in case Asknot doesn't come, I will have to have some protection against that. Okay, Middle East, I mean Islandi. Okay, I'm taking Argentina and I'm entering Saudi Arabia. I guess that is, since I'm not winning this turn probably, I guess this is a fine usage of OPEC. Especially when Middle East is still about to be scored and this sets up a temporary domination. Cambridge Wife will serve as a coup card if he allows me. Probably in Uruguay, but maybe in Sudan, I'm not sure. Probably in Sudan actually. Whoa. Bear trap. That makes sense. So now I guess I will coup Sudan. Okay, that didn't achieve anything. And Allende will go to him while I take South America, I guess. What does he drop? What do you have for me? Five-year plan? Huh? Okay, so he probably has the CIA. Why would he do that otherwise? Yeah, he has to have CIA, I guess. Or he's playing something weird that I don't really understand so far. Okay, so that's the second option, because he doesn't have the CIA. Curious. Quagmire is fine, actually. Alliance and Dark look great. However, I'm very scared of Who Will Bury You headline from him. So that will have to wait. I could go for CIA headline actually. Why did he do that? Is it Kitchen? Maybe he's holding Kitchen. Is Kitchen active? 1-0. Yeah, it is. So maybe he's holding Kitchen. Okay, I think he has Kitchen in hand. I guess I could headline Alliance for Progress. ABM really destroys it though. Okay, let's go for CIA. It's the safest option, and I'm not really planning on killing him with DEFCON in the late war, so. Salt, alright. So that makes Gunman playable. Probably. Yeah, necessarily. Unless he plays how I learned for event to make me unable to play Gunman, but that's absurd. What will he pick up? There's Perch, there's Brush War. There's not much more actually. It's probably Perch or Brush War. Probably Brush. Venezuela looks like it's pretty brushable. Oh, that gives me a chance to actually use Stack and Cover for event this turn. So... Oh, I guess so. I guess I will try to do that. Yeah, he goes for Brush War, as I predicted. What else does he have? Africa. He really had Will Burial. He has Usury, which is playable, so that's not an issue that much. He has John Paul, which is also pretty playable if he really tries to make it so. He has Ask Not, which is, well, of course, annoying. He has Summit, which is whatever. One Small Step, which is more or less whatever, and How I Learned, which is also not that significant. Cool. So I should probably crew Africa with CIA now, right? 1 in 3. Unless I go for Lebanon. Maybe I go for Lebanon. I think I should go for Lebanon. That gives me a better shot at succeeding. That's actually kinda good enough. Because if he ignores Middle East, I can drop it for 3 now. Oh, yeah, that's right. He actually didn't have kitchen debates, so he couldn't keep 5-year plan. Jesus, what am I saying? I'm saying he had the CIA. He didn't have the CIA, and yet he still decided to ditch 5-year plan. And he didn't have kitchen debates either. So I guess he really was just scared of the CIA, as he claims. Which is interesting because I don't think I would have played like that, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong. If I coup Nigeria now, then either he coups back, and then I get to drop Middle East, or he doesn't coup back, and in that scenario, I get to coup Angola. I could as well drop Gunman now. What if he coups Zaire? Then I guess I coup Nigeria, and it's basically it's random as hell. If I take Nigeria with a coup, I can almost ensure getting African domination. Well, he still has Brush War. I think I should try. I could also use China to hit Angola. I want to give him China before he plays. Well, no, that's not a problem for him. Yeah, let's just hit Nigeria with Shuttle. It's of course kinda risky to not get rid of the gunman, even when he has Ask Not. Well, maybe especially when he has Ask Not. But I think I can try going for the win this turn. And I know exactly what's happening because I saw his hand. Wilbury coup. That's sadly enough. Now I think it's a good moment to go for something like this. He may brush for Nigeria or Argentina, but I think this is acceptable for me. Or maybe... Maybe I should do that. Then Usury is unplayable for him. But he may just space it and hold Askenod. He's not going to give me Askenod. And he's probably not going to give me Usuri either. So maybe I don't do that, maybe I just do this. I really don't want to lose on Defcon. Now Botswana is kind of a juicy target. He may as well brushword Nigeria, but if he brushwords Nigeria, then I guess the good side of that is that I don't. Yeah, of course. Let's do this. The good side of that is that Argentina doesn't get brushword. I'm entering Angola since now if he wants to remain well in control of Zaire and Angola, he has to overprotect both. And if he does that, then he doesn't do anything else, so which is fine. If he gives me one VP from Africa, then that's okay. And if he realigns me from South Africa in the future, I have access back with my Angolan influence. So I expect him to just drop Africa now. And then I will get 3 more from the Middle East, which will put me at, well, 17, right? And then he brushwords Argentina, and if he fails, I win with Alliance. And if he succeeds, then it's worse, because then I can take Chile with China, and even then I'm still at 19. So I'm probably taking Chile with China first. I guess if he drops Africa now, I'm taking Chile with China. Sounds like what I have to do. Damn it. But then he brushes Venezuela, and I still don't win. If he wins brushwar, I just don't win. Or do I? Or do I win? Maybe I win. What if I do this? Then he repairs Brazil, probably. And then I get 4 from Alliance. And then even if he brushes Argentina and wins, I score the Middle East. For free. And that's 20. Okay. That works. I think this works. What are potential problems? The potential problems are he can just read me and brush Venezuela immediately. And if he wins, then I don't win because I can't take Brazil. So that's one hardship. But it's very counterintuitive to not fix Brazil broken like that. Not that. So now I get 4 from Alliance. And now, if he wants to survive, he has to break my Middle Eastern domination. Which he doesn't, and he doesn't know that I have Middle East in my hand. But he could kind of guess that, I guess. But with Central and South America not being scored as well, that's a very hard guess to take, I think. Well, on the other hand, it's the only scoring that kills him, because if I have Central or South America, they are not set up well enough for me to get a win on the spot. Okay, he goes for brush. Okay, he didn't read that. And he failed anyway, so that doesn't matter. GG. Well, so I guess now I have one more RTSL game to play, and that would conclude this season. So I guess one more game in Truman, and then I will start recording fights with the biggest players in Stalin division. Thanks for watching this one, and I will see you next time.